Well, I'm was extremely surprised to see this item on the agenda again. First of all, the item was voted on. It cannot be voted on again. The only person who can bring it back to be voted on again, and there is a process for this, has to be one of the people who voted no. The people who voted no were Edgar and I. Ms. Gilbert abstained. Mr. Ayala does not have the right. It is a Brown Act violation for you to bring this item back for another vote because apparently you did not like the vote. I'm also very concerned that Joanne abstained on this item twice, and the implication is that now she feels ready to vote. Obviously, if it's back on the agenda, you feel you have your 3 votes, and if you know that for a fact, that is yet another Brown Act violation. I can quote the Brown Act to you if you want, but we cannot vote on this tonight. It cannot be back on the agenda unless Edgar or I bring it back on the agenda.
Any other comments?
I suggest we check with legal on it just to make sure, because either way it's going to legal, whether it's at this price or much more.
We do have another option too, because we have a vendor waiting to get paid. And I'm thinking if we do have a Brown Act violation, then we can cure and correct it. You know, here are the invoices, here are his fees that are due to him for his services.
I agree, sir.
And all it requires is a vote. And if we are in...
And here is the original board item that was approved. And here are the additional fees he submitted during the month of August when his original contract still is in effect until September 30th, not to exceed $6,000. There has been no board approval of an additional amount to be paid. It would be a gift of public funds, which is illegal if we were to pay this man what he is asking.
That is where I differ, Mr. President. During the board presentation, this session, 2 of us, of the 3, requested further commitment. We committed this board to pay. And I believe we owe it to this person.
I will read what was in the original. Wait a minute, wait.
You can't commit.
Majority.
No, you said 2.
There's a 5-person board. But yeah, we
didn't
didn't take a vote, Mr. Martinez. And it said, consultant will conduct 2 workshops for the Board of Education members. We only had 1.
If he would've
when we discussed the second workshop, it was assuming it's the second one that's already in the contract. We never had another board workshop.
If we would have had another board workshop, it would have cost us another $2,500. And the first one was sketchy. The first one was sketchy, and because not everybody was in favor or appreciated the services.
You know,
I just would like to say that you know, it's in black and white right here. The contract, the original contract, is still in effect until the 30th of September. I understand invoices have been submitted for additional work, but that was not included in the original contract, and there hasn't been an approval to even do that work first. Any contractor knows they don't conduct additional work and then submit invoices later without prior approval.
Well, we should not.
Because they will not get paid.
I never got a report. What are we paying? What are we going to pay $11,000 for? I never got anything. What was the benefit of this?
You have a chance to vote.
What was the benefit of this consultation? We had the consultant come at the last board meeting, blasting board members. No report was given. What was the benefit of this service? One board meeting, the consultant came to and confused the board even more than what we're already confused as far as parliamentary procedure and Robert's Rules of Orders. And I had a parent come to me after the meeting and said, I've never seen a board run so dysfunctional like it did that day when the consultant was here helping us. And Ms. O'Kelly's right. only one workshop was conducted. I got the last 15 minutes. I'm sorry I couldn't leave my regular work to come early to the workshop, but I got the last 15 minutes of it. And I don't know, you three were the ones that were there for the whole 4 hours. And, Miss Gilbert couldn't be here either. And the second workshop is still yet to be completed. So where
Right.
does the additional
And
$6,000
the other
come from?
charges, let me finish reading the original board item. You all can read along with me. Consultant will conduct 2 workshops for Board of Education members. Consultant will also research, review previous board meetings, attend board meetings. I haven't seen him here except like twice. And consult with the Board of Education members. That's what he billed us for again during the month that he did during the month of July. It was part of the original contract.
Okay, any more discussion?
And I just want to say,
sit here and
we need
argue.
to take Brown Act violations
Fine,
seriously.
Fine, take the Brown Act violation, but if we have to, we'll cure and correct it, but we're going to call for the vote.
If we have to cure and correct it, we will just have to withdraw whatever you guys voted on to pay him.
Well, that's,
There is one solution, and that is to have the second session, since it's still within the contract period.
I would not
That would-
vote to pay him $5,500 more
that would
dollars for the
cost 20
second
It
session.
would cost $2,500 more.
That's exactly what the contract says that we got him. Ms. O'Kelly says
You know,
$2,500.
$5,500 can buy a
Yes,
lot of desks
understood.
for our students and supplies for our
we
students
don't
and
have to
computers
have-
for our students.
We don't, okay, so we got a curing section here. Okay.
I don't know about you, but I don't feel like this district has money to just give away to people.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so let's go ahead and read what he's charging. So, normally we don't have to do this, but, okay, so he billed us for 1 workshop for $2,500. Then he billed us for 3 board meetings for a total of $600. And then that was 3 hours during the board meetings. And then 2 hours for consulting with board members, and then 11 additional hours for research and review for a total of 3,200 on this one.
Research and
and
review for what?
2,500. Well,
He has not been authorized to do
look,
anything.
you've had your chance to speak, ma'am. Oh, this has turned into a Jerry Springer show? I don't think so.
Board members,
Now,
there's no
I need
need.
to finish because people need to hear. So then he submits the 3rd invoice, which he has not been paid for, okay? So we paid him for the other 2. You wouldn't like it if you didn't get paid. So now he has 17 total hours, okay? Additional research, okay, to help the board, okay? That's our consultants. Nobody else's, not teachers, not counselors, for the board. So that came up to a total of $3,400 for all that research he did.
Without board approval.
Excuse me. 1.5 hours meeting and consulting with board members without giving any names for a total of 300. And then another 2 hours with consultation with board members for a total of 400. And then 4.5 hours with consultation on Brown Act and agenda, design, and building. So he helped us with the agenda. 1.5 hours meeting and consulting with board members again for another 300. And then he ends up with 2.5 more hours consulting with board members, which he met individually, and that totals $5,800, which we owe him. So we've had our discussions. We've had your comments.
Board President, if I may.
I'm calling for the vote.
Board President, with all due respect, if I just may comment here.
We've had a lot of comments. You can vote no if you want to.
Board President, with all due respect, I think maybe we need to take a 5-second timeout so we can regain our composure and calmness. I just one more thing.
Always one more thing.
Well, you gave it to me. Board President.
Always one more thing.
You gave me this. Give me a second. Okay,
You know,
since I have the floor, excuse me, I
I'm
have
gonna
the
hit
floor.
this gavel, and I'm tired of one more thing. What we're gonna have here is call for the vote. You have a chance to vote, yay or nay. We've already had our discussions 5 times on this. This has got to stop now.
Excuse me, Board President, you are out of order.
No, you can be
You
taken
are out of order.
You can be taken out of here.
So can you. You gave me this right now. You gave all the board members this packet right here that says that the recruitment of
Time out,
superintendents
time out.
brought.
We're going to have a calmness here.
The-
We're not going to raise our voice.
Okay.
Let's back off for a minute here. Okay. After you're done with this, can we call for the vote?
Yes.
Okay.
You gave us this packet here from the consultant stating that all his accomplishments, one of the accomplishments was that it stated on here, says that he brought Rialto USD superintendent to this district. That's what this says. I think that's a conflict of interest if we have people involved in getting people hired here and then coming back to do work here, and then I didn't want to go there, but my consultation with this consultant, you know what all it was about? Was trying to strong arm me into signing the superintendent's contract. And it's right there, and I have proof. That's what we're gonna pay him for? To try to strong arm and bully, intimidate board members into doing what other people
We
want us to do?
all have our opinions, and all you have to do is vote, and we move on. There's no need to get angry. Let's just vote.
I call for the question. Mr. President,
Call for the vote.
I call for the question.
Okay? I need a motion to accept the paying of R.J. Allen. Do
I
we-
motion that
Okay.
we accept paying R.J. Allen.
Okay. Clerk Martinez, do we have a second?
I second the vote.
Okay, Joanne Gilbert. Now, we call board members to vote. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. 3-2.
No.
Works. Okay?
I didn't vote for everybody because it's a Brown Act violation, so please remember that I did not violate the Brown Act.
Okay?
Please remain in the public, we can clear the room.